Hello friends. So as you all know, we were discussing about function concept. So we'll continue the same topic. So as you all remember, in previous video, we were discussing about three main aspects of function, that is function declaration, function call and function definition. So this could be an example for those three aspects. As we can see in the program shown in this slide, first we have a function prototype. That means before you use that particular function, you have to declare the function as we do with the variable. Then we have main function, and inside main function we are calling a function whichever we had declared. And then we have function definition. That means the statements which are executing in the function product. So this is all about the previous topic what we were discussing. So next we'll see what are the types of arguments or parameters. Actually there are two types of parameters. We can call them as formal arguments and actual arguments. So formal arguments are those which are listed in function definition, and actual argument are those which are listed in function call. Next we'll see passing arguments to a function. Now what is this passing arguments to a function, or how do we do it? Now we'll consider one example here. As we can see in the slide, we have a main function, and we have one function created called as add numbers, and we are passing arguments here. Now what are arguments here? The arguments are n1 and n2. So n1 and n2 are actual arguments what we are passing here, and we are having in function definition two arguments defined as int a and int b. So these are formal arguments. So now here, as we are calling the function, we are passing some of the arguments to that particular function. So what are those arguments? Those arguments are n1 and n2, and here in function definition a and b are receiving those arguments. Okay, so what is this receiving and passing, we'll see in coming slides. So I can just give one example here or analogy for passing arguments to a function. So as in the previous video, we had discussed regarding what is a function call, or we had taken an example of classroom teaching, and I seeked help from one of you for asking help for writing on the board. Okay, now here I am calling you. So here I am the main function and you are the function which I am creating here to execute some task. So what is the task to be executed here? So task to be executed here is writing on the board. Okay, so I am the main function, I am calling some xyz function, and I have to pass some arguments here so that you will be helpful in executing that particular task, whatever task I am assigning you. So here, what is the main argument or parameter which I can pass to you? So I am telling you to write on the board, so I will pass a chalk piece in your hand so that you will use that chalk piece and write on the board. This is nothing but passing arguments to a function. So in this session, it may be passing of some values or whatever. It depends on what task we are executing in a function. So next we'll see the return statement. Now why we are seeing this passing arguments and return statement? Now we need to understand, by using these both we can categorize function into different types. Okay, so first we'll see return statement. Now what is the return statement here? Now you can just see in the example program in the slide, you have a function definition that is add numbers. Inside that you can find written as return result. Okay, now add numbers is the function. Maybe this function is performing some addition of two numbers, and that result is stored in a variable called as result. Now whatever task has been assigned to this function, it has to return back with the result. Yes, so here the result will be returned back to the main function. So this is done by using return statement. So it is going to return the result back to the main function. So we can see we can use some syntax for return statement. So as you can see in this previous slide, the syntax is written as return followed by a variable. So what value you are going to return, you are going to write in front of the return keyword. So here you can just see here the syntax, basic syntax for writing return statement is return in the bracket expression. Okay, so it is not that you are just passing variable value back to the main function. You can just pass any expression also back to the main function. So in the previous example, we had the function as add numbers. So you can just use this return statement, that is return a plus b. So directly a plus b will be added with each other and the result will be returned back to the main function. So this is the syntax of return statement, and now I hope you have understood what is passing arguments to the function and what is return statement. Now based on these, or based on usage of these two categories, statements, we can categorize the functions here into 4 types. So the first type here is function with no argument and no return value. Second one, function with no argument but returns a value, and function with argument but no return value, and last one we have function with argument and returns a value. So we'll see these one by one. What are all these? Okay, so here first one we'll see function with no argument and no return value. So when a function has no arguments, now before this, now what we need to understand here is there are two keywords, or what we can say, we can use some two words here for main function and for the function which is called. Okay, now here in the example you can see we are having main function, and main function is calling greeting function. Okay, so here I am the main function, I am calling any one of you, that is xyz person, that is the other function. Okay, so here I am calling, so I will be called as calling function, you will be called by me, so you will be called as called function. Okay, so here the main function will be called as calling function and greeting function is called as called function. So these are the two words what we will be using for functions here, as they are having these two relationship in between, that is calling and called relationship. Okay, so now we will see what is function with no argument and no return value. So when a function has no arguments, then calling function does not send any arguments to called function. So here what is calling function? Calling function is main function. So calling function does not send any arguments to the called function. So you can see here in greeting function we are not sending any arguments to the greeting function. Okay, similarly when the called function does not have anything to return back to the calling function, then it does not send any value back to the calling function. So as you can see in this greeting function, we don't have any return statement written here because there is nothing to be returned back to the main function here. So that's why we do not have return statement also here. So this can be considered as an example for function with no argument and no return value. So here just main is calling the function greeting, and greeting function is just printing the message welcome to SGBIT. So what is the output here? Welcome to SGBIT is the final output. So this is one way of writing or creating user defined function, that is without arguments and return values. So next type we will see here, function with no argument but returns a value. So here calling function will not be passing any arguments to the called function, but called function will have some value to return back to calling function. That is nothing but this second category says. Now we can just see this in the example. As you have main function here, so inside main function we have declared a variable num, and then we are just calling the sum function here, and we have just written it as num equal to sum. We'll see that what is num equal to later. Now we are calling, this is a function call, that is sum. We don't have any arguments in this function to send to sum function. Okay, so that's why the brackets are empty here. And as soon as you call this function, the control goes to the called function, that is sum. And here we have some statements written here. So here we are reading, or we are declaring integer variable, that is a, b and sum. Okay, so we have initialized the value of a as 5 and value of b as 8, and we have declared one variable to store the result of a plus b. So finally the formula for addition is a plus b, which is assigned to sum. And here, as we are storing the result in sum, so the result, that is we are returning back the result sum to main function. So whenever we encounter this line, that is return sum and end of the function, so again our control goes back to main function, that is from where we had called the function. So here, as we are calling the function and we are returning the result of the sum, so the value of sum will be stored in num here. Okay, that is nothing but num equal to sum. Now you are calling the function, and whatever value was returned by the function sum was stored in num variable, and finally we are printing the result here, that is sum is equal to %d, and where the result is stored in num. So 8 plus 5 is 13, so sum will be equal to 13. So this is another way where we don't have arguments, but a function is returning a value to the main function. Okay, so third category we'll see here is function with arguments but no return value. So this is a type of function where we are passing the arguments to the called function, but we don't have any return value from the called function here. Okay, so here we can just consider the example. So in main function we have initialized the value of a and b, that is 5 and 8. So that's why we have some value with main, so that values will be passed to the function what we are calling here. So in the next line we are calling the function sum with the arguments a and b. Okay, so a and b are passed to the function sum. And here I'm sorry students, I have just forgot to written here. So inside sum, inside bracket, you need to write the variables here, that is for example int a comma int b. It's not that clear, I'm sorry for that, but still whenever we are passing any arguments, there must be some arguments in the function definition which are receiving these values. Okay, so 5 and 8 we are sending to the called function here. Now 5 and 8 will be copied into a and b, and those will be added, and we are printing the result in called function itself, so no need to return the value to the main function. So this is the third category. And last category we have here is function with arguments and return value. So here you can just see that main function is passing the arguments and also receiving the result from some function. Okay, so here again you can see a is initialized as 5, b is initialized as 8, and num is equal to sum a b is some function is called here with arguments a and b, and whatever result will be received will be stored in num. And again same thing here, you need to write variables a and b so that they are receiving the values of a and b, and sum is performed and the sum, that is return sum, is done here, and that sum will be stored in num, and finally print the sum, that is 13. So this is the last category, that is function with arguments and return values. So students, this is for all in this session. So we will see the next topic in the next session. Thank you.